Hey everyone, and welcome to AMC Movie Talk. Movie Talk for movie fans. I'm Crystal Kennedy, and it's Friday, and we're bringing you the day's biggest movie news with insight into what it all means. The boss is still away today, so boss for the day, Associate Editor Amirose Eisenbach.
Oh, hey. Happy Friday.
Woohoo! And our guest today, Jimmy O from JoBlo.com.
I didn't bring the hat because I got the hawk for
we
the
love
movie
the
talk.
Hawk, Jimmy.
There you
Looking
go.
good.
We like the hawk.
Thank you.
All right, let's get right into it today. It has been reported that writer-director-comedian Seth MacFarlane has been asked back to host the 2014 Academy Awards. Sources claim after defending his performance, the producers reached out to Seth and invited him back to host the show again. He's not sure if he's going to do it, but he has to decide within the next couple of weeks. Amirose, are you pleased with the idea of Seth coming back to next year's Oscars?
I really am. I think Seth did a really great job. I mean, not only did he keep the show moving in a really nice fashion, but he had, you know, Shatner and that little Star Trek bit and like all these cool little things. And for the women that got offended by "we saw your boobs," lighten up. It was a really funny number, and you know, a lot of great actresses, Jennifer Lawrence, all these great actresses participated in it. So obviously they have a better sense of humor than you do. But I thought he was charming and funny and charismatic, and the fact that he's a writer, a director, does comedy, those are the kind of people I want to host the biggest movie night awards season. You know what I mean? Like, just a comedian. I love Billy Crystal. He's my number 2. But same thing. He's an actor, comedian. Those are the people that really get this industry, and those are the people I want to helm one of my most favorite evenings ever for film. So I'm really happy about this news, and I hope his answer is yes.
What do you think, Jimmy?
You know, I'm a big Seth fan. I like him a lot. I don't know if I want to see him do it again. But I don't know if it was his fault necessarily. I had problems with the Oscars are too darn long.
They are long.
Period. Cut out half of that stuff. I just. The musical numbers were too much. Although the best moments, no, some of them were.
So you don't want any personality. You just want here are the awards. Here's who won.
Sometimes, I mean, not. It's just too much. It's too much. They need to just tighten it up. That's all they need to do. I don't mind a few musical numbers, but honestly, some of those songs suck. So, sorry, they do.
Woo! I can't wait to see Seth come back from the Oscars next year. So Seth, say yes.
Woo!
There's been a new rumor that surfaced at CinemaCon stating that David Goyer was going to write and possibly direct Justice League. The rumor, and we must reiterate that it is purely a rumor, because at this time nothing has been confirmed, then evolved to saying that Goyer was just going to write the script. Jimmy, if this is true, are you pleased with the news?
Just write the script. That's what I'm saying. I would rather, I'm not I really like the guy, but as a director, I don't think he's necessarily proven himself to really do justice to it. You know, The Unborn.
Justice? I see what you
Justice,
did there.
See what I did there?
Justice
Thank you. Justice. I'm not I think he's got a real connection with superheroes, and he did great with Blade. He did great with The Dark Knight. So I would love to see a script by him, just not so much on directing. So.
Yeah, I would agree on that front. Obviously he has a really good team that he's been working with as well. I mean, Man of Steel, everything I've seen from it looks awesome, and Dark Knight, one of my favorite trilogies of all time, and Blade, and I just think he does really have a knack and an understanding of this world. But, you know, the one argument I could say about him directing is that Whedon, when he was signed on to do Avengers, people were like, oh no, is this going to be good?
Yeah, but Whedon didn't do The Unborn.
You said that in such a style. That was pretty awesome. Yeah. Okay, fine. Well, that was fine. But after that, people are like, oh, he's the best comic book director of all time. And it's just
but he did Buffy.
I
did Buffy.
I know. But hello,
not The Unborn.
We just...
Buffy. Best movie.
And The Unborn was creepy, okay? Sure, it was bad, but it was creepy too.
No, it wasn't creepy at all.
Fine, it was awful. It was awful.
All right, kids, back to David Goyer.
But the point is that, you know, before a director's really given a shot to do a film like that, and I can see a lot of similarities just in terms of their background, Whedon and Goyer, and in terms of what they've been involved with. So who knows, maybe he'd be great, but I agree. I'd rather him write the script for now, and maybe Snyder or Nolan or one of, you know, involved in the DC universe will make us proud. And I'm just happy to hear that Will Bill, who wrote Gangster Squad, is getting the title treatment, hopefully from Goyer, because I think that's a step in the right direction for Justice League.
I think so too.
There's so much pressure for Justice League.
Yeah.
It's getting like, it's so intense. There's so much pressure. It's kind of scary.
After Man of Steel, I think we're going to know a lot more about the direction of that universe.
Absolutely.
So hopefully it's as amazing as
Come on, Man of Steel.
Bring back Wonder Woman!
No.
All right,
Just
continue.
saying.
It's not going to happen.
The original 1985 comedy Weird Science, starring Anthony Michael Hall, Ian Mitchell Smith, and Kelly LeBrock, is getting a remake. It's been reported that 21 Jump Street and Scott Pilgrim vs. the World writer Michael Bacall is penning the script that is being reconceptualized as an R-rated comedy in the same vein as The Hangover. Amirose, do you want to see a Weird Science remake?
Don't do it. Don't do it. John Hughes, leave his work and art the way it was. Weird Science is such an amazing comedy. And Robert Downey Jr. is in that. Bill Paxton. That is such a classic comedy. And I'm just, Campea and I usually have a different standpoint because he feels that a remake does not hurt the original. While it doesn't hurt the original, I also don't see a point in it. There are a lot of really creative writers out there, being one of them, that we have fresh ideas. Why don't you do a comedy that might be similar and not rebrand it like a remake? Why don't you try to reinvent it? And maybe if it feels a little bit that way, people would be happy because they're like, oh, this is a little Weird Science-esque. But to completely rebrand it and remake it, whatever you're gonna do with it, I'm not a fan of that. Are you gonna remake all of them? Breakfast Club? There's been a lot of movies that have been kind of like The Breakfast Club, but they haven't flat out just remade it. Right. And that is the way to do it. So I don't want them to touch this.
They're gonna remake The Breakfast Club. It'll be PG.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm kind of okay with this. I
Blasphemy.
And hey, do not hate. You forgot one person that made Weird Science awesome. Robert Russler.
Yes.
He was a hero of mine. Love that guy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of okay with it. I'm kind of willing to let's see where it goes because I kind of miss R-rated. I miss 80s R-rated comedies.
I know, right?
Losing it. I'm trying to think. Like Tomboy. I love those really sexy, cheesy comedies. I don't want to say another Hangover necessarily if they're going to do this. I just want to see a sexy comedy.
Yeah.
You get someone like Kelly Brock, have a little nudity. It
hot
might be
was
okay.
she?
Oh my
She
God!
was smoking hot. And I really like Michael Bacall. 21 Jump Street, Scott Pilgrim is one of the most underrated, awesome films. I really love that movie.
That is why I'm okay with this.
I have faith that he'll produce something great. I'm sick of every day hearing there's a freaking remake.
Yeah.
Come on, original ideas, let's do this.
That is understandable.
There's certain ones you don't want to be touched.
No.
Point Break.
Like the
don't want that to
Goonies,
be
don't
touched.
break my heart.
No.
Point Break. Yeah,
No.
Same page.
All right, a new promotional video has been released for Star Trek Into Darkness. This time, it is narrated by the villain, John Harrison, played by Benedict Cumberbatch. One of my favorites. Jimmy, what do you think of the video?
God. Come on. It's Con.
It's Con.
It's Con. Come on. I love this. I kind of thought it would be underwhelming. I've been really excited about this project, and I saw this and I love that guy. I think he's going to be great. I think he's going to be a great villain. I think he'll hopefully they'll do Con justice.
I like that smile.
I hope they do Con justice too. Yeah, I really, really liked it. Not only do we catch a couple new scenes that I haven't seen from it, but his voice and his timing and everything, super creepy, and delivery, and him versus Kirk, bring it on. I'm so excited about this, and these are the kind of videos I'm really about. While it had more branding than, say, the General Zod one did for Man of Steel, I still really like taking the narration of one of the pivotal characters and, showing it from their perspective, how, it's about to go down, people. And I agree. I think he's Con for sure. And they've done a good job keeping it under wraps, but making a few
Have
little
they really,
slip-ups.
though? Have they really?
The misdirection, JJ's so good at that, too.
Yeah.
So it's I was like, oh, are they just throwing off their set, or is this really happening? So, we still think it's Con, but...
Yeah.
So, I hope so.
I like the videos that they're putting out because this is a movie that I would normally never go see.
Really?
Really?
No, never been a Star Trek fan.
Are we rubbing off on you, Chris?
It's not something that I would be like, oh, let's go to the movies.
But the advertising,
videos, the advertising, the the cast. I love Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah.
I would definitely go see it now because of that.
Good.
So.
Well, yeah. I
New
hope
Star
everyone-
Trek fans are coming.
Yay.
Cool.
Okay.
Well, we've reached that point in the show, the buy or sell segment. Chrisley's going to read a couple other topics going on in the world of movies, and we're simply going to say if we buy or sell it. What we got, lady?
I know this one's going to be really hard for you guys to pick buy or sell on, but get ready. The first poster has been released for Thor: The Dark World. It shows Chris Hemsworth as the title character surrounded by an intense storm. Amirose, buy or sell?
Buy. I love it. I love it. I've been waiting for promotional materials for Thor. I think Chris Hemsworth is such a good Thor. We were just talking about this. Like, he's such a natural actor, and he really makes the whole world and mythology and everything just feel real. And I really loved the first standalone film, and I could not be more excited for this one. And I think the poster is pretty badass.
This is buy. Chris Hemsworth is the man. I got a man crush on this guy. I love this dude. I think he's perfect. I think he's... I can't wait. And this poster, it's amazing. It looks cool. This is what a superhero poster should look like. It's really awesome.
Agreed.
Don't mess with Thor.
Damn right.
Will Ferrell and Jack Black are teaming up for a new comedy called Tag Brothers, based on a recent Wall Street Journal article picked up in a major bidding war. The story revolves around a couple of classmates from Spokane, Washington, who take part in a long-running game of tag. The classmates, now in their 40s, spent the month chasing each other across the country, trying not to be it, as they continue their real-life obligations, leading to all sorts of crazy mishaps in order to come out on top in their game of silly obsession. Jimmy, buy or sell the premise and the actors behind Tag Your It?
Oh man, this is tough. I think I buy it. I'm not necessarily always a Will Ferrell fan, but I think this kind of comedy might suit him, and I think Jack Black. Again, I like these guys a lot, but yeah, okay, I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah, I'm also a hesitant buy. I'm kind of in the same realm.
We're agreeing too much, by the way.
I agree. No, we're good. We're good.
Okay,
we argued
okay?
a bit at the beginning. We're good.
That's true. That is true.
I do love Will Ferrell. I do think that like the last couple of films of him weren't as solid as say Old School or Talladega or any of the
Casa de
classic.
Mi Padre was
Yeah.
awesome. I love that movie so
Well,
much.
there's been a couple in between.
That movie rocked.
I still have a very big spot in my heart for him because I just think he's wonderful. And the
Nice
small
guy,
bit,
too.
yeah, he's great.
Yeah, he's
the
cool.
small bit that Jack Black and Will Ferrell had together on Anchorman, where he's on the motorcycle, was so funny. You just killed the only thing I've ever loved. What do you love? And then Baxter, and like, it's so funny. So I think the two of them together could be outrageous and silly. The premise is a little odd, but I think with their case, it could work. So I'm gonna buy it.
Okay. Yeah.
With them two, you can totally picture them also being the adults that are kind of like, Tag Your It nonstop. You know what I mean? They'd be perfect for it. Tag Your It.
I like it too. Yeah.
A new poster has been released for Monsters University, the Pixar prequel to Monsters, Inc. The poster features Sully, voiced by John Goodman, pranking his new college roommate, Mike Wazowski, voiced by Billy Crystal. Amirose, buy or sell this new movie and poster?
I'm really excited for this buy. I think that Monsters, Inc. was so clever, and Monsters University, I love that they're doing a prequel with this and teaching these monsters how to scare and be proud, and I think it's so clever, and I think this is going to be another Pixar gem. Everything I've seen about it is great. I love Billy Crystal and John Goodman as the voices, and I'm really excited for this one.
I buy the movie, absolutely. I love the ad campaign. I love the promotional. I'm not digging that poster though.
No?
I kind of sell the poster.
He's pulling a crank on him.
It's just kind of boring poster. But I'm really excited about the movie. So, and I'm hearing really good things about it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
How can you not get excited about Sully and Mike?
I know.
I'm
Come
saying.
on.
No, I am, but not that poster.
Hard to please this man over here, huh?
It's the Hawk. It's the Hawk.
Yeah.
Ellen Burstyn has just been locked in the role of Kevin Costner's mom in the new NFL-centered comedy Draft Day. She'll be joining a cast that already includes Jennifer Garner, Dennis Leary, and Frank Langella. Jimmy, buy or sell Burstyn joining the cast of Draft Day?
I buy anything that hires this woman. She's one of the best actors working in film today. ever, period. She's amazing. She should be in every film. So yes,
Every
absolutely
film.
buy it. Love this woman.
I buy as well. Yeah, when you add talent to a film like this, it's never a bad thing, and
Nope.
she is phenomenal. And I'm actually really looking forward to this. I love sports movies, and especially NFL movies. For that, Any Given Sunday is like one of my faves.
That was a great
and
movie.
I really think Kevin Costner's good at this. I mean, For the Love of the Game,
just gonna
Field
say
of
that.
Dreams. Like, I think he's going to be a good coach. Ellen Burstyn as his mom. Like, I think it's sounding really great. And Jennifer Gardner. I mean, you had me in Alias. I love you. So, yeah, I think it's going to be good. All right, mailbag time. Back by popular demand, we're taking some user-submitted questions. Miss Chrisley has a couple picked out. What you got, lady?
Kedrick, I'm going to butcher your last name, Kedrick. I'm sorry. Sherl? All right. Hi, guys. I've been watching the show for a few months and love it. You were saying a few days ago that no one would support Wonder Woman. But most people have supported Jennifer Lawrence as Katniss, and now many people went to see The Hunger Games. I know that Wonder Woman is a bit harder than Katniss, but if they did it right and made a good trailer, I think many people would see it. What do you think? Kedrick,
No,
I love you.
No. A bit harder is an understatement. This movie has been in the works for a long time. Don't get me wrong. I love the idea. I love Wonder Woman. I love Linda Carter. But no, I don't think it's going to happen, and I don't think people will go see it.
I disagree. I
No,
strongly
you're
disagree.
wrong. Then you're wrong.
You're wrong.
No, you're wrong
I
on this one.
disagree with you and Campia. I think that if you have the right director, first and foremost, the right script, and the right actress, that it could do a really good
I
job.
don't know.
Wonder Woman is one of the strongest and most badass female superheroes out there, and I think with the right elements, it could do a great job. What if Kenneth Branagh directed it, right? Cool, dark spin to it. And I heard about like Refn looking at it a long time ago, or Whedon, maybe he'll get back.
Too hard to sell.
I don't think it's that hard to sell.
If Whedon had done it a few years ago, yes, I think people would have shown up.
But maybe now that he has
I
so
don't
much
know.
more love and trust behind him with the superhero
Maybe.
universe, I think she is such a badass character, and I think it's silly to think that people would not see her in a film, her own film, if the right components are lined up. Director number one.
I do agree with the great director, but I still don't think people would see it.
People would see it. Wouldn't you see it? Let us know.
Would you?
You would see it.
Little girls need Wonder Woman movies.
They have
Wonder
Katniss
Woman.
now, apparently.
No, Wonder Woman's different.
They have Twilight.
Wonder Woman. Oh,
Whoa.
don't even go there.
You did not go there.
That is
you
not
did
even a
not go
superhero.
there. This hawk is making
No,
you
I'm
feisty.
sorry.
I don't
No
like that.
more tag.
Twilight has made me sick many a time.
Jeez. Wonder Woman, Twilight. Come on, Jimmy. Okay, back to the basics.
All right.
I
Tag,
don't
you're not
support
in.
Twilight, by the way.
Sure. Way to backpedal.
Joe Fernandez. Hey guys, I absolutely love the show. Watch it every day and love debating the topics along with you guys. My question is about The Great Gatsby. I love the book. It's probably one of my favorite books, actually, and I'm super excited for the movie. However, I haven't heard you guys even mention it on the show. Is there a reason? And what are your expectations for The Great Gatsby?
Great question. Thank you for submitting. I'm really excited for this. The Great Gatsby was not only one of my favorite books as well, but I love Baz Luhrmann. I think that his films are so good. Moulin Rouge, he always juxtaposes new age music with old school vibes and mythology, and I just think his attention to detail and his settings and everything are beautiful. And I mean, Leonardo DiCaprio, it still kills me that he's so underrated. I know people love him, but he's one of the best actors out there. He's so dynamic, and for him to be Gatsby is fantastic to me. And Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man, sure, I've always liked him. He has not been my favorite actor, but I think that just everything I've seen, the poster of them and the old car and everything, and Boz behind the helm, I'm really looking forward to this movie. I think it's going to be great. And they pushed it to not compete with a certain amount of time. Usually if they push a film, I get a little worried. I'm like, uh-oh, they're trying to hide it. But I think in this case, they were just trying to give it a better shot because it was competing with so many other holiday films. So I'm really excited for this movie. What do you think, Jimmy?
Well, we're disagreeing a lot today.
There you go.
I could not
You
be
mean you're wrong a lot today?
No, I'm actually right. Don't get me wrong. It's
Is John in that
probably
chair?
I guess so. Maybe it's going to be a good movie. I just didn't get Moulin Rouge. Didn't get it.
Really?
I really just It's a beauty. It's a spectacle. Bored to tears.
How can you be bored in that movie?
If you don't like it, I get that. But how can you be
bored?
People. Didn't care about any of those people. I didn't really dig the music. I didn't the way.
Do you like music? Are you a music fan?
I love good music. Yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah, but not that one. I appreciated it for what it was.
I'm shocked.
But and this one just looks just like style over substance purely.
It looks beautiful.
It does.
You didn't like the trailer? You really didn't like the trailer?
No.
Wow.
It looks bland.
Bland? You can say a lot of things about it,
I-
but bland should not
I'm
be
not.
in
It's probably
this.
very flashy. It's probably very stylish and looks great. I could care less.
Wow, I'm really
I'd rather
excited
just
about
go
it.
see the original film. I'm not interested.
This is, wow.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't even agree with you.
I know.
I think it looks so great, and I
So
love a
great.
period movie because
Yeah.
I appreciate the old cars and the clothing and I appreciate that,
Yeah.
and I think it looks amazing.
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
not a fan of Romeo and Juliet, so that made me really nervous about Great Gatsby. But I think that from everything that I've seen, it looks amazing.
Even if you're not a fan of his movies, I feel like you have to appreciate what he tries to do and what he does.
I agree with
because
that.
He's
I agree
a
with that,
really
yeah.
unique filmmaker, and I love him. I think he's really got something to say in a unique way, which is not felt a lot today. So I'm excited about it.
and he's gotten better over time because Romeo and Juliet, not so much.
As
Moulin
is the
Rouge,
case
amazing
with most
so
filmmakers, right?
hopefully-
Evolution.
Great Gatsby. We won't invite you.
Yeah, no, we'll probably have to see
All
it
right.
anyways.
Keep it moving.
Pamela Williams writes, "Hey guys, love the show. My favorite character of Hunger Games is Alma Coin, and I would like to know who you think should play her. In my mind, it's Sally Field or CCH Pounder." Thanks, Pamela.
Great question. Yeah, President Coin is a great character. I loved the books. Yeah, Sally Field's a phenomenal actress. Always good. Both of these picks are good. I immediately think of Helen Mirren. I think she is so amazing, and she's tough and so diverse, and I think she can pretty much do anything, and this is such an interesting character. So I think she'd be really good.
What about Judi Dench?
Oh, yeah.
She doesn't have. She's
Damn.
not. She's moved on from James Bond world, kind of. So I think she'd be great for it.
Yeah.
She'd both of those, Helen Mirren and
Yeah.
Judi Dench, would really class it up. I would like to see CCH Pounder. Actually, that's a great idea. That's an underrated actress. She's amazing. So good choice.
Yeah. Well, that's it, guys. That's our show today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'd like to thank our wonderful host today, Miss Chrisley.
Thanks, guys.
And Jimmy, Sassy Hawk today.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Bad
coming.
attitude today, man.
It goes with the hair. And thank you so much for joining us, guys. While I have you, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Twitter, like our Facebook page, and get in those comments. We want to hear from you. Have a wonderful weekend, and John the Boss Man will be back Monday, and we'll see you then. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.